So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn.
And please welcome.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Ronaldinho.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Lampard running with intent. That's tidy. And here's Endrick. Takes a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Iya mas, nggak punya PC, cuma punya PS4.
Now it's Messi. Serginho receives it in a good position here. And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Endrick. Oh, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Gerrard. Looking for the run.
That's positional gold. The
Lumayan mas,
utilization of space.
udah 7.20 sih ini.
Serginho. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Oh, shooting chance! Totti. That's Politano. Hernandez wins the duel this time. Looking for options for movement. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Hernandez. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Played down the flank. Oh, he's found support out wide. Politano gets into a good position. And the finish! He's delivered all right! And we have liftoff! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Aims beyond the defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Endrick. Serginho. And this is Ribery. Now it's Endrick! And it's been hooked away.
Gacha epic. Udah tahu apa kemarin nih.
Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Cuma pemain murahnya, Mas. Pemain gratisan.
Messi goes short, and here's Messi. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Berbatov. This looks promising. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Driven in. And that has been cleared. Ribery. Hernandez.
Gacha yang di mana, Mas?
Now it's Endrick. No, that was never going to make it.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, easy pickings there. Serginho. Endrick going about things with real menace. And this is Ribery. Shot, surely! And he should have made them pay. Ribery deserves a lot of.
Ini lagi ngumpulin itu yang untuk gratisan apa ya? Yang itu apa? Event yang dapat gratisan gacha itu, Mas.
And here's Endrick. Edmilson. Tomori. Can he spark a counter here? Politano.
Ah ya, yang dapat kotak khusus itu, Mas. Belum nyampe.
Knocks it into space. Ronaldinho showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Emang itu bisa dapat ya? Belum selesai, Mas. Baru mulai mau main lagi. Udah lama nggak main kemarin. Ini lagi coba nge-push. Bisa nggak dapat banyak. Lawannya susah juga nih. Apa aku yang cupu ya? Kamu dapat kemarin, Mas.
Indonesia trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Anjay, oke ya. Bisa dapat 2 epic.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know
berapa kali gacha itu, Mas?
Term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Lacroix with the clearance. Edmilson. And here's Ribery. Ribery. It's made its way to him.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Kalau mau cepat kumpulin untuk gacanya, di mana, Mas? Bagusnya.
Totti.
Oh, harus kumpulin 10 dulu ya. Aku kemarin cuma kumpul 5 kotak, langsung gacha kemarin. Ini ada 4 kotak lagi kalau nggak salah. Tapi belum ku gacha.
Indonesia still chasing a 1-goal deficit here. Politano is fouled. Cafu has the space to scheme. And it's Gerrard.
Nggak dapat apa-apa, Mas. Cuma dapat player-player itu. Ampas.
He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy the...
He'll try from distance! That is decidedly lacking.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
He's in a great position here. Can he finish? Cafu.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
Substitutions taking place.
Ya lumayan, Mas.
Indonesia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Nice looking ball. Ronaldinho has it in a wide position. Tries to cross.
Pengen punya kiper tuh, Oliver Kahn. Pengen banget.
Gerrard gathers from the goal kick.
Sama kalau bisa ada ST1 tuh.
And here's Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho!
Ronaldinho really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And he cuts out the supply. Gerrard, a picture of focus and alertness. Ronaldinho.
Amin. Doain, Mas.
Berbatov. Lampard. Scholes. Gets a good foot in there. Politano. Totti. He's rising! It's a loose ball. Oh, what has happened here? Brilliantly cut out. Ronaldinho! Harmlessly behind.
Ayo, Mas. Coba login. Enggak, Mas. Ini Neymar lama kayaknya ya. Bukan ini. Yang sekarang tuh. Neymar Santos.
Well, they can break here. Politano. Lampard tries to play it through, and this is Neymar. And they've got a throw.
Bukannya ini Neymar Santos ya? Tuh.
He's fizzed it forward. Politano. That has not gone well. And it's Scholes. And the pass is intercepted. Endrick. Great vision. Nice interception, well timed. Cafu.
Well,
Dapat gratisan aja itu, Mas.
Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end
Ayo,
result
Mas,
is.
ikut main.
Lovely, now then. Good ball, good... And the shot! There's a goal! Late drama!
Bisa cross server kan?
This will be one frantic ending! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Indonesia give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Lacroix. Edmilson. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And he's worked it through. Van Balten. Can he get it
Beli
through?
PS4-nya dulu, Mas.
He's found space here.
Atau PS5 sekalian kan?
Tomori. And that is it. The referee has seen enough.
Tapi beli yang ori, bukan yang hand. Iya. Ini aja baru main lagi aku, Mas. Shevchenko aja baru dapat kemarin. Yang event dari tendangan penalti itu. Main GTA aku kemarin, Mas. Masa belum dapat? Shevchenko.
Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop.
Welcome yang baru
As
join.
both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers. So will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
He's not the type to hog the limelight, but Angelo Peruzzi is a man I always thought worthy of praise.
Oh, listen, Jim, few would question his record or his reputation.
Lama ya?
I wonder what you think
Kok bisa gitu, Mas?
stands out about him.
Well, consistency for one, Peter, but I also like the calm aura he exudes. He'll go out of his way to make everything look effortless. He firmly believes that
Ke-ban gitu.
gave him the
Karena cheat
psychological
mungkin.
edge.
Haha. Kebanyakan login ya. Coba bikin akun satu lagi aja, Mas.
Tomori. He's a sharp little ball here.
Login maksudnya login beda perangkat gitu.
Totti played out towards the right wing. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great
Oh.
positioning, so good from him.
Ngejoki lo, Mas.
Serginho. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Politano. Ribery.
This is the time you need that pace.
So no chances falling either way for the time being. Politano picks it up out wide. He's picked his way through. Cross needs to be good. And that is expertly dealt with.
Anjay. Bisa
And he's
punya
managed
4
to
ya.
get free.
Untuk
Gonna
apa
get on
tuh,
the
Mas?
end of this.
Banyak-banyak akun.
Politano. Not a hint of offside here. Berbatov! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Real chance! We're back in possession. This time, surely! Oh, crossbar! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
And it's Ronaldinho.
Anjay, gabut ya. Gabutnya
He's
punya akun
shifting
4.
through the gears here.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical.
Nggak
tweak
mending
should
punya
help the
satu akun
quality.
tapi di-push gitu, Mas.
Ribery.
Kan ada divisi juga tuh.
Indonesia are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type.
Push aja divisinya sampai divisi 1 kan. Siapa tahu jadi pro player.
Can he get there? It's a promising position.
Gantiin Rizky Faidan.
York. And it's Serginho. He has found the way through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Looking to play him in. Now it's Ronaldinho. In with the challenge. Now it's Endrick.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Indonesia couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness
Nggak
in
pengen
their
jadi pro
passing.
player gitu, Mas.
And this is Berbatov.
Lumayan kan?
Now, can they get him away? York. And here's Endrick. Now it's Ribery. That's a sharp pass. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, now here's an interest. Takes a shot! Nicely weighted ball.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Messi! Oh, my word, that is quite something. That is a gem, an absolute
Iya, kalau kita latihan juga kan bisa jago juga, Mas. Kan coba dulu.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Now it's Politano. He is through here. Totti. He's had a shot! And he's stuck it away. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That
Pelatih
is
apa yang
supreme.
bagus, Mas? Ini udah siapa kemarin ya? Lampard nih pelatihnya.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact
Pelatih
that
apa yang
they've
bagus
managed to
sekarang,
level
Mas?
things in a
Untuk
hurry.
dibeli.
Tails most definitely up now.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Berbatov. Played down the flank. Pass somewhat off target. And he's gone long. And here's Politano. Totti. The ball has bounced loose now. Delivered low. That could spell trouble. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go.
Lupa juga sih, Mas. Mungkin iya pakai koin yang emas itu tuh.
So it's one each.
Aku beli kemarin karena ada kayak apanya gitu. Sebelumnya pakai apa ya pelatih kemarin? Pakai yang murah aja itu.
I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Indonesia are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. So straight into the
Coba
second
rekomendasi pelatih, Mas. Kalau bisa dibeli gitu kan.
Politano had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Takes the shot! And it's hoisted clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Gerrard. Aims beyond the defence.
Kalau Mas pakai pelatih apa?
Offside.
Ambil yang itu, Puig itu. Joan Cirrus.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Tries to play it through.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Lampard. And he cuts out the supply. Lampard is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, good-looking ball. Indonesia have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Nicely spread. Oh, that's a key interception. Tomori. Looking for options for movement. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Bagus nggak mas? Mahal nggak belinya?
Serginho. And it's Ribery. Cafu does really well to win the ball there. Played out wide. Tries to pass it through. Politano plays it in. Neuer claims it safe hands.
Oh, itu belinya di mana?
Herreras.
Beli yang top up gitu.
And here's Totti. Spread to the right.
Oh, nggak terlalu mahal ya?
Elects to cross. Brilliantly cut out. Oh, good spread. Endrick. He's in a great position here. Tries to thread one through. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
That's just playing it
Ya,
safe.
koinku tinggal
and
300.
simple.
It's smartly reclaimed. Good ball, good take.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now that's well seen too.
Politano clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Ronaldinho. Kimmich. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That was good alertness. York. Played into space. Ribery is flagged offside.
Iya, koinku cuma 300 kalau nggak salah tadi.
This is intriguing.
Iya juga sih sebenarnya. Nggak ada pengaruh kan di pelatih.
And an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go for it territory right now.
Edmilson. And it's Totti. And Carreras. And here's Berbatov. Played through into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Ribery.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to
Mas,
try
makasih.
again.
Big chance! Oh, wow!
Sukses juga buat Mas.
Amazing! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserve this. But has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Politano. Totti providing an outlet on that flank. And that will be the final act. Indonesia bow out, defeat sealing their fate. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Indonesia really looked like they were just second to everything, disjointed even. Yeah, it was a high-intensity game, and that may have gotten to some of the players, but even so, it was just disappointing on a lot of levels.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
And please take some time out to give your support to our Better Stadium Fund.
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
What a pass, one that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick, it's his willingness to go direct with the ball at his feet, to take his man on, be brave and just head for goal. That's what makes him quite lethal.
Pulisic! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, there's the clearance. That's really well manoeuvred. Davids. Nice sequence of passes, this. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Reinders! Davids. And here's Rafael Leao. Now it's Lukaku. He's being urged to shoot. No way through, so back it comes. He's going for goal! It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
I know it's still early, but they're sure.
And the shot! Brilliant from Reinders! About as smooth as it gets. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Indonesia have taken the lead.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That's good running with the ball. And it's made its way to him. Rafael Leao. And he's quick to get rid. And this is Lukaku. Indonesia already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And it's been taken short. Has to go back here. He's having a shot! Venezia have the chance to go the other way.
Venezia really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
That's going wide left. It's Hernandez. Davids. Some intricate passing, looking to shapes to shoot! And that's a sharp finish. The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. We were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Indonesia are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Busio. Knocks it into space. He's going to be disappointed with that. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Pulisic. Davids. Pulisic. And the shot! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
A case now of complete control.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Pulisic. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's a threatening ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He is through here. That's a good ball out wide.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now it's Pulisic. Lukaku, spread it left.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Busio.
Might want to be careful there.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? So no flag here. And we've reached half-time. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Indonesia, clearly the superior force halfway through this contest. They lead 3-0. The second half is up and running. Now it's Pulisic. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Lukaku. This looks promising. Lukaku showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Busio. And that has left him in a heap. Rafael Leao.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that has not gone well. That's put paid to the danger. And they're quick to get it back. And it's Reinders. And the counter is on. 3-0 the score, and very little to suggest that much is going to change. Oh, that's nice. Skims one in. Ambitious ball here. Well read, nice interception. Davids makes a dash for it. Looking to play him in. No luck with that dink over the top. Lukaku, and here's Rafael Leao. He'll try from distance. Keeper's not concerned by that.
Indonesia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 19.
Indonesia choosing to make the first change.
Number 13. Pulisic. Number 14.
Chance!
Reinders.
And it's hit the woodwork and out.
Number 18.
And he's there to belt it away.
Number 8. Ribery. Number 27.
Indonesia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He's in a great chance! He's found a way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here, and he's there to get it away. And here's Ribery. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Indonesia are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. And that is well cleared.
Rafael Leao clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Martinez being hunted in packs.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hernandez. Busio.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Davids. And here's Rafael Leao. And it's Davids. And it's Ribery. Shot could be on. Chance, surely! And that's a good finish. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Venezia are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking...
He's had a shot! Gorgeous from Thuram. A finish of true class. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Driving on and making good progress. That's a clever-looking ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's picked his way. Oh, what has happened here? It's a promising position.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the number on the board is 3. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Indonesia can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everyone.
Rafael Leao! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. And that's got him off to a flyer.
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was...
He's rising! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
He's looking wide. Now it's Lukaku. He's in a great position here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, shooting chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Indonesia with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Pulisic. Can he finish? Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. That has been slung wide. And here's Rafael Leao. Decent chance! And it's Davids. Musa. Tries one from range. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Indonesia currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Well, played right into his path. It's played through for him. Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Banda.
This is the time you need that pace.
Danilo. Ball played for Musa. Aims beyond the defence. Can he finish? And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So they have it all to do again.
Lecce really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Koulibaly. Good ball, good take. And he's gone looking for safety. It's a promising position, great vision. Chance to deliver.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
And that is well cleared. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Lukaku. And it's Musa. Pulisic is onto this. Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Lecce definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Tomori. Musa. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bastoni. Pulisic. And here's Lukaku. Oh, there's a probing ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, they could break here. Well read, nice interception. Just past the 40th minute mark. Oh, that's fabulous. Rafael Leao. Now it's Rafael Leao, and it's made its way to him. Martinez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation, no more, no less.
And the shot! And there's a goal! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Indonesia have their lead. He is through here. Takes a shot! Oh, and again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Indonesia are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Back on the way then. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And the finish! And that's a tidy finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular, at least for one.
Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That has not gone well. He's shifted it to the flank. And he's heaved it away. Indonesia are looking to go forward now.
Di quest'oggi è di 29.830 spettatori.
He's on it, can he get away? And he's managed to get free. This looks promising. Now it's Rafael Leao. Spread it left. Rafael Leao looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, this defence now knows that...
And he shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Cambio di giocatori.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Indonesia visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
There they go, hunting in packs. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Chance! Fantastic from Davids! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And yes, it's him again. This is a... He's having a pop! Oh, impressive strike.
Indonesia really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 50.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 99.
Now this could be a chance.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And Ribery! Not the most accurate pass. And it's Danilo. And that has been knocked clear. Opts to play it back. And a chance! That is special! Olivier Giroud! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Indonesia are having a ball here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely...
There's the shot! Oh, crossbar! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Look at the space here. And he's in on goal. And another try. And one more try. Brought out the best in the keeper.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And this is Giroud. Giroud! Oh, there was plenty on that.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
Now it's Ribery. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. And here's Giroud. And he's well positioned. Shoots! Well taken goal. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Numero 18.
Koulibaly. Davids. Serginho. There he goes, motoring forward. And he is deftly away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Il quarto uomo indica 6 minuti di recupero.
Oh no, he's got that wrong.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Danilo. And here's Ribery. Turan. Shot a goal! And that's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Sotil. So that's it. It is all over. Indonesia, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Your reflections then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do.
Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. And he shoots! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Number 9.
So, a breakthrough already. Lewandowski. Now it's Haaland. And that could set him on his way. Barella. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Serginho. Looking for options for movement.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Barella. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. And he's there to get it away. Now it's Keane. He's had it taken off him. Lewandowski. He's having a shot. Has fallen kindly here. And no mistake. Again, in a trice. And they are soaring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Keane clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And he's being shifted off it. Driving through the middle. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Indonesia with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Back it goes. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's having a go! And it's Lampard. Good ball. Shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! They are purring, truly purring! What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Well, that's well seen too. Di Lorenzo. Tonali just eases him off the ball. Haaland. Now can he find a great chance? It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Indonesia are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's Lewandowski. And he's taking no chances there. Serginho scooting forward. Lampard. And the finish! And that's a tidy finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now it's key, and the shot! He's a sharp little ball here.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
And this is Lewandowski. There's the shot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that, if only he managed to retain his composure.
Now this could be a chance. Big chance! Oh, impressive strike.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Stood up well to him there. Opts for safety. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got away. He's on it. Can he get away? And that signals the end of the first period. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Everyone, please welcome the
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Indonesia look as though they have this game won. They've been firing and scoring at will. So straight into the second half. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Keane is onto this. Space for him to turn and look. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Oh, strongly challenged there. Locatelli. Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he get on the end of this? Picked out brilliantly. Chance for a shot! Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, crossbar! And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Spread to the right. Politano. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Tries a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! And that's in! becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 13, Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski. Substitution in progress. Substitution for Indonesia, number 13.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 18.
Oh, good spread.
Number 9.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Number 21. Messi.
Serginho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Coming on the field, number 10.
Oh, that's nice.
Shevchenko. Number 99. Endrick. Number 7.
And here's Endrick.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 11.
And this is Ronaldo.
Number 20.
Keane. And it's made its way to him. And it's Udogi. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Now it's Kimmich. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Van Bouten simply refused to be outdone there. Calafiori. Barella. Locatelli. And he's quick to return it. It's a pretty loose pass. Now Udogi. Barella. He's in a great position here. And here's Keane. That's Politano. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Udogi gets a cross in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Strong running down that left flank. And he's had it nicked away.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Real chance! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Indonesia get their fourth corner. They've played it short. No way through, so back it comes. Italy have the chance to go the other way. And a chance! And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given. Bastoni bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Bellanova. Bellanova. Italy do have a chance to counter here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Kimmich.
There will be 3 minutes.
Kimmich charging forward, the ball at his feet. Looking for a runner. And he's straight offside. That pass isn't the best. And it's Lampard. And this is Ronaldo. Locatelli. Plenty of appeal. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Thailand have opted for a 4. And Shevchenko! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Andrei Shevchenko, Jim, European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that could set him on his way. He has found the way through. Shevchenko! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Indonesia with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pompan. Indonesia are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Chanatip. So it is still 0-0. Lampard with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And this is Shevchenko. Chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Chance to deliver. He's there and gets it away. Backward it goes. Thailand are looking to go forward now. And this is Shevchenko. And the shot! He's scored! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Indonesia have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's a key interception. Muenta. Now this could be a chance. Pinches it off him. Serginho. Ribery. And here's Shevchenko. Goes for a shot! And he can thump it away. Good ball, good take. Oh, it's a great ball here. Big chance! Oh, good finish. They are purring, truly purring. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should.
Real chance! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Prakon. It's a promising position. And he's picked it up out wide. Endrick. Chance here to counter. Oh, good take in a good area. Shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Lampard. Now it's Ribery. Brilliantly cut out. Indonesia looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Chance, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Indonesia find a position of real strength now.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking of...
Oh, shooting chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Endrick, and the shot! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Indonesia have their third corner.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Chance for a shot! Serginho. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Indonesia looking like the only team in this. They lead by 3. And the shot! And that's a good finish. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Hyprakon. Chamrasami. Now it's Endrick. Endrick. Great chance! It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Indonesia are at the peak of their powers. And Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Shevchenko currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too late.
Chamrasami. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And it's made its way to him. Oh, that was vital. And the counter is on.
The attendance for this match was
Now it's Ribery.
80,314.
He's got away. Ribery. Cleared away.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Mickelson. Muenta. Hernandez is the guilty party there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Number 18, Chanafip. Coming on to replace him is number 22.
Okay. This is a promising build-up.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Ribery. Now it's Endrick. And this is Messi. Messi! And no mistake. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Okay. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Muenta. Can it ribbon pen? Van Bouten. That's headed upfield. Serginho. Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now there's a fine ball. You've got to be quick to recover this. Prakon. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Shevchenko, and Shevchenko! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
How many? Just how many?
Number 9, number 10, coming on the field, number 14, number 13. Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Now it's Yamal. Yamal. And a chance! And that's wide.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Prakon. Dola. Oh, good-looking ball. Prakon. Oh, that's a fine interception. Tries to play it through. There's the shot! Hernandez can clear it away. That's going wide left. Knocks it into space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. York.
That was lovely, that.
Prakon. Okay.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Defending of the desperate York! And that's a sharp finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 17,
Dola. Pompan. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Yamal. Oh, easy pickings there. And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win.